on this deal, and I will take this opportunity to put on record my thanks to President Trump for his leadership on this, to the Qataris, to Egypt and Turkey, who've done really important work in the negotiations. It is a relief to the world, and I think particularly of the hostages who've been held a very long time and their families, and to all the civilians in Gaza who've been so affected by this conflict. And so it does now need to be implemented. And as for the next stages, we, the UK, stand ready to work with others on implementing the next stages. We're set out in the plan, but it is a really important step that's been reached here, and that's why I strongly welcome it. On the question of Ukraine and Russia, yes, we did discuss that this morning with President Modi, and we each went through the steps we're taking to bring about a resolution of the conflict, and we emphasised in particular our focus on the shadow fleet and the work that we're doing leading the coalition of the willing. Thank you, Alex. Can I come to Carl, ITV?
Thank you, Prime Minister. Can I push you on that just a little bit? Did you ask the Indian Prime Minister to stop buying Russian oil and stop funding Russia's war machine in Ukraine? And separately, did you raise the issue of British man Jagtar Singh Johal? What did you ask and what was the response?
So on the first question of Russia-Ukraine, we did discuss this and looked particularly at the outcome that we both want. So Prime Minister Modi and myself, the focus on ending this conflict and the various steps that could be taken to end. And that was a wide-ranging discussion, but we did set out the steps that we are taking in relation to energy, particularly on the shadow fleet, and the work of the Coalition of the Willing. On the consular cases, yes, we did raise the consular cases. We always raise them when we have the opportunity to do so. I should say that the Foreign Secretary is meeting the families in coming weeks, as well as raising it today. Thank you. Sam, from Sky.
Sam Coates, Sky News. Prime Minister, it looks like Tony Blair is going to have quite a big role overseeing Gaza. Should we trust his instincts on that? And also, you spoke to the boss of Infosys yesterday about the successful rollout of digital ID in India. What lessons did you take away from that conversation?
Well, just in relation to the situation in the Middle East, the first and most important thing to say is that the deal today is a real breakthrough. And that is why it's important that we recognise that and recognise the human impact that is going to have on those that have been most affected. And that's why